have a full face, full glam makeup tutorial for pale skin. Now this is my natural skin tone. I would say it's around in NW15 in MAC. So in this tutorial, I'm going to share with you some techniques and some different colors and tones that work best with pale skin. I know when working with pale skin, it can be kind of difficult because maybe your bronzer might turn orangey or certain colors might look too contrasted on the skin. So in this tutorial, you will definitely see some different techniques and colors that I use that will complement the skin instead of take away from the skin. I decided to go for a look that's super golden goddessy just because I feel like a lot of the time golden goddessy looks are done on tanner skin. So I wanted to kind of put that twist on it and do it on pale skin so you guys can see how you can still rock a super highlighted kind of golden goddessy, smoky, sultry look on pale skin that'll really complement it. So if you guys are interested in checking out how I did this full face makeup for pale skin, then just keep on watching. So the first thing you're going to want to do is prime your face. Of course, I'm using this Smashbox primer. Next is foundation. This is one of my favorite drugstore foundations. This is the Revlon ColorStay. This one is in the shade 200 Nude. It's the perfect shade for me when I'm pale because it's a nice neutral shade. It's not too pink and it's not too warm. Definitely one of the most important steps to doing your foundation, no matter what skin tone you are, pale, medium, deep, whatever it is, you definitely want to make sure you're matching yourself properly. You always want to match your neck and chest. So definitely you can tell that once I put this foundation on, it matches my entire body. Even though I have red cheeks, my entire body when I am pale is kind of like neutral toned. Moving on to concealer, of course, you want to use a concealer that is a couple shades lighter. In this case, I'm not too much of a under eye highlighting fan, if you know what I mean. So I like to keep it about one shade lighter. So I'm taking the shade 15 in the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is one of my favorite drugstore concealers in the entire world. I swear I use this daily. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out underneath the eye and down the center of the face with a damp beauty blender. So of course you want to go ahead and set the face. I'm going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. This is one of my favorite powders. What's great about this is it's not going to make your face look super white. It's completely translucent, so you don't have to worry about any color alternating. And then you want to bronze up your face. Now I'm going to take the Benefit Hoola bronzer. This is one of the best tricks when you have paler skin because it's going to add some dimension to the face. It's going to give you a little bit more of a sun-kissed look and glow without looking super orange. That's one of the reasons why I love this bronzer specifically, because it has enough warmth in it to warm up the skin and give it some glow, but it still is cool enough that you're not going to look like an orange Oompa Loompa. And then you want to go ahead and highlight the under eye a little bit. I'm going to take the paler, pinker shade from the Kat Von D and mix it with a little bit of the yellow shade. The pinkier shade is going to work really well for you if you're super pale because it's actually going to brighten a little bit more than the yellow one would. Next, you want to contour the face. I love, love, love this NYX blush to contour because it's the perfect shade. It's a nice cooler tone shade, so it's not going to look super orangey on you. When you are contouring, you do want to use a cooler tone shade when you are pale. So I love, love, love this shade. Next, you want to add some blush to add a little bit of dimension and color to the cheeks. I'm taking the Kat Von D blush. I will leave the name down below. And then I'm going to highlight. I'm using Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop, and I pretty much bathed myself in this. I highlighted the heck out of my cheekbones and also down the center of the face. This is a highlighter that I love because no matter what skin tone you are, it really, 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 truly does complement such a wide variety of skin tones. Just because of the undertone, it just works so well. I can wear this when I am the palest of pale and the tannest of tan that I can get. So it's honestly a bomb, bomb, bomb highlighter. So moving on to eyeshadow, I did already do my brows off camera. I used my normal brow routine, which I will link down below. You do want to always prime the eyelids. I am just going to use the same concealer that I used underneath the eye to prime my eyelids, blend it out with the beauty blender, and then I'm going to set it with the same powder that I used underneath the eyes as well. So for eyeshadows today, we're going to use Makeup Geek. These are my favorite eyeshadows. I do have an affiliate link that I do get commission on. So if you guys are comfortable with using that link, then definitely do to help me out. Thank you in advance if you do. I will leave the link down below. But I'm just going to take Creme Brulee and I'm just going to warm up the entire eyelid with this. Do it super messy, super smoky, and super sultry. Like, you don't want to be precise with this. You just want to run it all over. Next, I'm going to take Latte. It's a little bit more of a neutral, a little bit more of a tan type of nude. I'm going to take that all over the eyelid and kind of smoke it out again, the same way we did with Creme Brulee. And this is just going to give such a like bronzy, sultry look. And it's honestly just really going to complement your skin tone no matter what skin tone you are. This is a good way of doing that like bronzy type of sultry look for paler skin. And then I'm going to take this bronzer from Covergirl. This is a bronzer, but this actually has such a beautiful, like, camel-toned, bronzy sheen to it. So I'm just going to kind of dust that all over the eyelids, and it's going to give it such a beautiful glow. And next, you want to take both Creme Brulee and Latte again and just kind of run that underneath the lower lash line. This is pretty much standard. It's just going to help with the smokiness of this look. Now, the next thing you want to do is go ahead and use the same highlighter you used on your cheekbones and just dust it right on the center of your eyelids. This is just going to make the center of your eyelids pop a little bit. And again, it's tying into that bronzy, glowy, goddessy look that I was going for. I know a lot of the times those bronzy, goddessy type of looks on YouTube are done on tanner skin. So I wanted to kind of show how you can do it on pale skin. So pale girls can rock it too. And I'm also going to dust that in the inner corners and underneath the brow bone. I'm pretty much bathing in champagne pop. And then I'm going to take Americano and I'm just going to define the lash line with this. Very close to the lash line, I'm going to press that in. This is a really nice way to wear a little bit of eyeliner if you are pale, because black can be very, very, very harsh if you have a paler skin tone. So I like to use a deeper brown. I'm also going to put that on the lower lash line as well. Again, it's just going to add some definition without being too contrasted of using like a black shadow. So I prefer to go for a brown when I'm more pale. And of course, I am popping on some mascara. So taking this Maybelline Skinny Liner in the shade Brown, I am going to actually tightline. Now I am using brown because, again, using brown instead of black when you are paler skin tone is going to complement you so much more, because I find that black can just be too harsh and contrasted when you have paler skin, so the brown will just look really good. And I did just put it very lightly on the bottom part of the lower lash line, and then I put it a lot heavier on the top. And I am also applying some lower lash line mascara. I will leave listed below the mascaras that I used. I did go ahead and apply some lashes as well. And then I am moving on to the lips. So we're going to go ahead and use Whirl from MAC Cosmetics. This lip liner is so universal, like literally anyone can use it, I feel like. I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips with that. Rub it around to kind of blend it in, and I'm also going to overline the top lip just slightly a little bit. I pretty much always do this step just to kind of even out my lips a little bit. I find that my top lip is significantly smaller than my bottom, so just by slightly overlining it, it makes it look a little bit more even. So after you defined your lip line, you want to choose a lipstick. I went for the OFRA Sang Paulo liquid lipstick, and I love this shade. It's the perfect nude for paler skin tone. I know when you're pale, it can be super hard to find a nude that doesn't look weird on you, and this is one of my favorites. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this makeup look, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.